Hello once again, and welcome to day 2 of Mr. Hudson's tips on how to improve your oral reading skills and also how to become a better reader when reading a Reader's Theatre script. Now, yesterday in day 1 we chatted about making sure when you're reading that you read with clarity. You also read with volume, and you also read with expression. Today what I'd like to talk about is when you're reading is using correct phrasing. In other words, using punctuation correctly when you're reading the sentences in your script. Now, the first thing I want to talk to you about is in your script you're going to have sentences. When you get to the end of a line in your script, you should probably take a little pause. When you get to the end of the sentence in your script, that's like a stop sign. That's where you need to take a longer pause. If you're reading a sentence and you come across a comma, that's another indication that you need to take a short break or a small break. And finally, if you come across things like exclamation marks or question marks, we need to be able to hear these two things in your voice. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to demonstrate to you how you read a Reader's Theatre script, and you take breaks when you come to commas, when you come to periods, at the end of a line you have a pause, and when there are question marks and exclamation marks, we need to hear that in your voice. So I'm going to demonstrate that to you. So what I've done is I've taken a part of your Reader's Theatre script, the script Spinderella, okay, which has been adapted from the traditional story Cinderella, and I've taken a section of that. Now the section I'm going to read to you is where Spinderella and Cicada Prince have been dancing at the ball, and all of a sudden Spinderella realises that she has to leave because it's almost midnight. So she scurries off out of the ball, but she leaves behind one glass slipper. Now the next day, the Cicada Prince tries to find out who owns that slipper. So he goes knocking on every door in the village. And so this is where I'm going to start reading to you, and he's at the point, he's just about to knock on the door, or he is knocking on the door of the home of Spinderella and her two ladybug sisters. So here we go. So as I read, listen for where I am pausing at the end of a line, at the end of a sentence, at commas, and listen for where I'm putting emphasis, where I have my question marks and also my exclamation marks. Okay, first ladybug. Who is it? Who is it? Second ladybug. It's the Cicada Prince. First ladybug. Well, open the door. Cicada Prince. Good afternoon, ladybugs. First ladybug. Hello, Prince. Can I get you a glass of bug juice? Cicada Prince. No, thank you, ladybugs. But I do have a favour to ask. Can each of you try on these glass slippers? Narrator. The first ladybug stepsister tried on a glass slipper, but it was too small and it didn't fit. But the second ladybug found that the glass slipper fit her just fine. First ladybug. There, I've put on all 6 slippers. I am your true love. Now, give me a big fat cicada kiss. Cicada Prince. Not so fast. There are 8 slippers, not 6. First and second ladybug together. 8 slippers! Okay, so hopefully as I was reading that and you were following the script that I was reading from, you could see the points where I was pausing. Okay, once again, pausing at the end of a line, short pause. A little bit of a longer pause when you get to a full stop, a shorter pause also when you get to a comma, and the exclamation marks and question marks, hopefully you could be able to hear those in my voice. Okay, good luck practicing with those things today. See you later.